that for a minute there I was like, I didn't know what it was like to be alone. Hey guys, I just got done working out, and since I'm putting the 5-second rule to effect, I need to make this video immediately. If you guys do not know what our 5-second rule is, check out Mel Robbins. She has her free audiobook on YouTube, so check that out. It's amazing. Teaches you how to take control of your life and your decisions in 5 seconds and pretty much do what you should be doing, only faster. So because I was listening to that, I'm super sweaty, by the way. I just got done working out, like I said. This is gonna be my first video. I do want to share a few things that I have done in the past maybe year to bring myself into a happier state, because obviously we all go through hard times. I was grateful to have friends and family that were able to take me out of that funk, and these different techniques I used. Obviously not every day was great, but when I did these things, I was able to be happier that day, or to make more progress in that day because of the decisions that I made. So first, obviously when you're feeling upset or sad or angry or whatever, mostly sad, you want to stay in bed all day, and so that is what I wanted to do. That is what I did for a few months, but after a while I was like, okay, I'm sick of this. First of all, this is boring. I'm not doing anything productive. I feel like I'm wasting my time doing this. So first of all, I came to that realization once I was over being a victim, I guess, like just treating myself as like, oh, poor me, poor me. So once I got over that, and it took a couple months, honestly, I got over it and I was like, okay, I'm done with just laying in bed. But that's my first tip. When you're feeling upset or angry or sad, don't lay in bed. Don't just stay stuck in that state. Get yourself out of bed, get yourself moving, and that goes to tip 2. Maybe put on some fun music or some exciting, I always put Spanish music. I'm Latina, and so whenever I hear Spanish music, it makes me want to get up and dance and just be happy. I just love music, and so a few dance moves you could try out that will just get you in a good state. I mean, obviously, after trying these moves, you have to be in a better state. And please don't screenshot any of those dance moves. They're for your eyes only. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just whatever. First of all, do that. Just get yourself moving. Another tip, is this tip 3? I don't know. Lost count. Anyways, get on the treadmill, get outside, or walk, or do some push-ups or jumping jacks, or even just for 5 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever you feel most comfortable doing, just to get you out of that state. And honestly, after 5 minutes of working out, like, or running or walking, I want to do it more. And so usually getting that first step or just starting is the hardest part, and then after that I'm willing to do maybe another 40 minutes, honestly, which is why I'm so sweaty today. So that was, I guess, tip 3. I don't remember. Another tip that really helped me, I think this is tip 4, is call a friend. I mean, honestly, like, we all have like bad days, and so just call a friend. I call my mom, mostly because she has the greatest insight and advice, and she always helps me out, and I don't know, she always seems to know what to say. And so I call my mom. But if you have a trusted friend, or if you have a parent or anyone who you really trust, call them and tell them, hey, I'm having a bad day, like, help me out. I think in those times of need, we need to reach out, and they help us, and then when they have a bad day, we help them, and it's kind of like, those relationships are what are meaningful, and that get us out of that funk. And life is all about relationships. If you don't have relationships, you feel lonely. And so I think we need to develop those relationships within family, within friends, and to make sure to reach out, because honestly, I feel like a lot of us feel like maybe we're a burden on others when we have problems, or when we have things come up in life. We're like, no, I don't want to bother them with my issues, or I don't want to be a burden in their life, or something they have to worry about. And so we don't reach out to people, when really that's what we need to be doing. I mean, I did the same thing. I was hiding away for a few months and not reaching out to anyone. I even had people knocking on my door and I wouldn't answer. I was grateful they were knocking, but I was like, oh, I don't really want to burden them with my issues. And I guess another thing was I didn't want to just open the door and just start bawling. And so maybe that was part of it too. And so I think it is good and healthy though to reach out to friends and family in those times of need. The last tip is, what is the last tip? The last tip is take time out for yourself. Just go and read a book. Go and read something inspiring. Do something amazing. Just put on some Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins, any audiobook that is uplifting or any music that is uplifting. Just because I feel like in that state that we're in, where we're in these situations or tough times or trials, we put on music specifically that makes us feel even worse. Because I feel like when I'm sad, I'm like, okay, and I put on the radio and all these sad songs make me cry even more, or put me in, or keep me in that state, or bring me into an even lower state to where I'm like feeling more sad than I was in the first place because of this energy that the sad music is bringing me, or just all of that. I don't know, I just don't feel like when you're sad you should put sad music on, even though I do that sometimes. But we need to get out of that state and just put something uplifting on. Take time for yourself, take a walk, go out to lunch with yourself, like get to know yourself. I feel like that's what I have been doing in this last year, is just seeing what I love to do, that it's okay to be by myself. I'm the 6th of 7 kids, and so obviously I always had someone around me. I had my siblings, my parents, their friends, my friends. I feel like always surrounded by somebody, that for a minute there I was like, I didn't know what it was like to be alone. And so because I moved away 10 years ago from my family, I was able to get to know myself better and not run. I feel like if I were at home, I would run back to my mom's house and just hide out or not face my responsibilities. And so because I live far away from her, I was able to, I feel like for my situation, be more independent and get out of the funk quicker, because I just had to do what I had to do. I had to face my responsibilities and not put them on somebody else. And so I think that was a quicker way for me to get out of what I have been going through this past year, just because I had to become more independent and be okay with being by myself and know that I can do it and become stronger on my own while still having those phone calls when I needed them with my family. But yeah, those are just some of my tips. I hope this helps you a little bit, and I can't wait to make more videos. Alright, we'll see ya.